So let's do another quick fraction video. We're going to be multiplying and dividing fractions in this one. When we're multiplying fractions, we multiply the numerators and the denominators. So in this first one here, we have 6/8 times 2/3. So that's 6 times 2 is 12. 8 times 3 is 24. Is the numerator larger than the denominator? No. Are the numerator and denominator both divisible by the same number? Yes, they are. They're both divisible by 12. So in its simplest form, 12/24 is 1/2. This next one, 2/5 times 1/8. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 times 8 is 40. Is the numerator larger than the denominator? No. Are both the numerator and denominator divisible by the same number? You betcha. They're divisible by 2. There we go. That was quite simple. We're going to go to a little bit more complex one now. We have 1/2 times 3/7. So what are we going to do with this 1/2? Remember, this is a mixed fraction. We're going to make it an improper fraction. And how do we do that? We take the whole number, multiply it times the denominator, then we add that number to the numerator, and we just pull over the denominator to make the rest of our fraction. So 1 1/2 is the same as 3/2. So now we have 3/2 and 3/7. 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 7, 14. Is the numerator larger than the denominator? Nope. Is there a number that both of these are divisible by? Nope. So we're done with that fraction. The next one now, we have 2 1/5. So what do? We take the whole number, multiply that times the denominator, then add that to the numerator, and we find the denominator and just pull that straight over so that 2 1/5 becomes 11/5. All right, so we've got this fraction taken care of. But wait a minute, if this isn't a fraction, what do I do here? Remember that any whole number can be converted to a fraction simply by putting 1 in the denominator area. So now I have 11/5 times 4/1. Now I look here. Is the numerator larger than the denominator? Yes, it is. Five will go into 44 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40, with 4 remaining. So 44/5 is the same as 8 and 4/5. 4 being my remainder. and 5 being my denominator. Now let's move on to division. I have 1/6 divided by 3/4. And you'll remember that what we want to do is simply invert the second fraction. So 1/6 times 4/3. So we're going from dividing to multiplying, and we're turning this fraction upside down. Then 1 times 4 is 4. 6 times 3 is 18. Is my numerator larger than my denominator? No. Are both of those numbers divisible by a common number? Yes, they are. They're both divisible by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So 1/6 divided by 3/4 is 2/9. The last one, here we are again with a whole number. What do? We put a 1. We have 1/2 here. We're going to turn it upside down. And our answer is 12/1, which is what? 12. There we go. I hope this was helpful.